Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. We are back with lecture number 31 for English comprehension and composition. Today's objectives are we are going to talk about effective presentation skills. As you all know, with university studies, with university education, you have to present yourself as a very good speaker in front of your class over and over again. So we are going to talk about all the important elements of an effective presentation, how to go about it, how to actually select your topic, then how to research your topic, and how to present your topic, and before that how to plan your presentation and prepare for it. So let's begin and move through a very communicative slide, slideshow that will help you understand what is the importance of good presentation skills and how you can improve your presentation skills to become a very good presenter in the end. Now the agenda for today's lecture basically is introduction. We'll introduce you to what presentation skills are. Then it is about planning your presentation. First of all, of course, before you actually go in front of the audience, stand there and present yourself or your topic, you need to plan your presentation. You need to prepare for it. Anything that is done in a better or effective manner, it is planned beforehand. And planning is the first and most important stage of any project, any work that you undertake. So we'll talk about how to plan your presentation and then the presentation sequence, how to keep your presentation in a proper sequence so that the audience are involved, they know what you're talking about, and your presentation moves in a very smooth flow so that people do not have any problem or communication problems in understanding what you're talking about. Then we will also talk about creating effective visual aids. Whenever you are presenting something to an audience, you need to present it in a very interactive, very pictorial manner. If you want to make your presentation interesting, you need to make it colorful. You need to bring in pictures and videos and other tools and aids that help your audience get involved in what you're talking about, and with that interest and involvement they understand what your message is, and that is the most important aspect of a presentation, that you meet your objectives, you convey your message, you get your message across, what you want to talk about, people understand that. So to do that, the helping hand that is provided is by the use of visual aids, and how to use them effectively, how to create them, that's what we are going to talk about. And then some presentation techniques, and then you will be told how to practice, how to get your presentation skills improved to become a good presenter at the end of this course. Now, great speakers aren't born, they are trained. Now, if you look at a great speaker, you feel that in front of a huge audience they are speaking as if they have no fear at all. They are not born. They don't bring the presentation skills that are innate in them when they are born. वो पैदा होते हैं इस चीज़ के साथ, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता. They are trained. With the passage of time they acquire this skill, and that is why becoming a good presenter or becoming a good speaker is not difficult at all. It's just that there are some unknown fears that you have to get rid of. You have to forget about them. You just have to believe that all your audience is your own. You own them. You are there to communicate certain important issues, certain important topics to them. Some you need a communication flow between yourself and your audience. So that's where the confidence comes from. Presenting is a skill developed through experience and training. So if you say that somebody is a born presenter, born good, great presenter, it's not true. People become good presenters with the passage of time. They develop that skill with experience and training. You go for your first presentation, you make a lot of mistakes, your heart is thumping in your throat, and you feel like you're going to faint in front of the audience. Your throat or your tongue is getting stuck, and you are short of words. You are so nervous that you cannot complete your sentences. And there are other mishaps that have happened with you. You're not feeling well. You don't have the ability to develop a good eye contact with your audience, or any other problem that you have. With the passage of time, after your first presentation, I make sure I tell you, give you my word that it will improve. With the passage of time, with your second presentation, your third presentation, your confidence will come up. You will feel that you're getting better with that, with whatever the problems were in the first presentation, and with experience and training you will learn to become a good presenter. That's how it is. It's not an innate skill. People don't have it when they are born, or it's not a hereditary skill कि किसी के father बहुत अच्छे presenter थे तो वो बच्चा भी ऐसा ही होता. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता. People learn to become good presenters, and you can also do the same. Now, there are many fears that people face. They have a number one fear, that is the presentation skills. When mostly students are asked to come and present something in front of the class, they try to shrink from it. They try to avoid it, and if it is really important, they come up with in a very reluctant way. और सबसे ज़्यादा जो डर बच्चों को लगता है वो presentation से लगता है. वो assignment देने में कोई problem नहीं उनको होती, quizzes में कोई problem नहीं होती. They can even discuss things with their partners, with the classmates sitting beside them, or with the teacher. But when they are asked to come in front of the class and talk about something, present some topic, that's the fear that is more than death. And the facts are that they have shaky hands, they have blushing cheeks, and memory loss, nausea, and knocking knees. These are some physical symptoms of being extremely nervous while presenting something in front of a big audience. Now, here one important thing is that you need to develop confidence. You need to develop a very good relationship with your classmates. With you as students, of course, you have to present something in front of your class for the first time. So the more you are friendly with them, the better your presentation would be. They will understand even if you have some problem during the presentation, you forget something, you're feeling nervous, your hands are shaking, they won't make fun of you. They will understand that it's okay, that's quite normal. So the physical indications of being afraid of presenting something is shaky hands, blushing cheeks, memory loss, nausea, and knocking knees. And then it's quite normal. It's very normal. It happens with everyone. You don't know. You might look at the presenter being very, very communicative, but inside there is a huge storm going on in that person. They must, or they definitely feel normal, feel a bit nervous when they step up on the stage in the beginning. It happens with every good presenter. शुरू के बहुत थोड़ा सा टाइम, 1 मिनट या कुछ सेकंड्स, वो इंसान ज़रूर नर्वस होता है, and it's quite normal. With some people the nervousness lasts a little longer than usual, लेकिन इसमें कोई problem नहीं है. It's all about how you handle that nervousness. It's all about how you hide that nervousness behind all the confidence that you have in your topic and the command of your topic. जितना आपको टॉपिक बहुत अच्छी तरह से पता होगा, जितनी अच्छी आपने उस पर रिसर्च की हुई होगी, आपका डर और खौफ जो है वो ख़त्म होता जाएगा और आप बहुत अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन दे सकेंगे. Now, causes of anxiety basically are fear of the unknown or loss of control. Now, the first important cause of anxiety or cause of nervousness is that you believe that you might lose control over your presentation, or something might go wrong. You don't know what, but you believe in the beginning that something might go wrong. Light chali jayegi, या audience में से कोई ऐसा question पूछेगा जिसका आपको जवाब नहीं आता होगा, आप कुछ भूल जाएंगे, या ऐसा कोई भी डर जो होता नहीं है असल में, लेकिन आपको उससे डर लग रहा होता है. सो इट्स बेसिकली द फियर ऑफ अननोन और लॉस ऑफ कंट्रोल. एंड लॉस ऑफ कंट्रोल बेसिकली इज one fear that is felt by every presenter anywhere you go. हर प्रेजेंटर चाहे वो कितना भी अच्छा हो, उसके माइंड में एक बार प्रेजेंटेशन से पहले ये बात ज़रूर आती है कि कहीं उसकी प्रेजेंटेशन में कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो जाए. दैट्स क्वाइट नॉर्मल. इट्स वेरी वेरी नॉर्मल टू थिंक अबाउट इट. ऑफ कोर्स यू आर वरीड अबाउट योर प्रेजेंटेशन. यू वांट इट टू बी गुड. आप लोगों को इम्प्रेस करना चाहते हैं, आप लोगों को अपना टॉपिक, अपनी जो बात है वो कम्युनिकेट करना चाहते हैं. यू आर ऑफ कोर्स क्वाइट कंसर्न्ड अबाउट इट. सो दैट्स क्वाइट नॉर्मल. दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. And then another one is fight or flight mode. Now, fight or flight mode basically is either you fight your nervousness or you run away from it. Some people, while presenting, even if they are nervous, they try to hide that nervousness, and then they try to fight that nervousness, and they cover it up, and they don't let anybody know कि वो nervous भी हुए थे शुरू में. And flight mode is you simply run away from it. You are nervous, आपके हाथ से कोई चीज़ छूट के गिर गई है, your hands are shaking, आपकी presentation slides आगे नहीं चल रही हैं, या आप presentation slides गलती से घर भूल आए हैं, या आपने email की थी, mail box is not opening, your USB is not working, or any other problem. You just run away. You say that you are not going to present because you have this problem. You as a teacher, I have seen many examples where students make these mistakes and they just don't try to present on their own without any slides and all. Now, to avoid this problem, the first important thing that you have to do is always have a backup. Always save your slides or your presentation at a place where you can access it if there is anything wrong. Your friend's USB should have it, your friend's email box should have it, your teacher might have it at that time, so that if your system crashes or your USB does not work or anything else happens that your presentation is lost, you can get it from your teacher. Now, this was another cause of anxiety, and the next one is no backup plan. We move on to this one. Your cause of anxiety, basically one important cause is also when you have no backup plan. As I just said, you need to have a backup plan in case the light goes out, because in Pakistan it mostly happens that you prepare a huge long, very very communicative, very effectively made PowerPoint presentation, but when you go to the venue you see that there is no projector available, and even if there is a projector, there's something wrong with the electricity flow and you cannot present with the help of your PowerPoint. So you should be ready with some paperwork on which some points should be written so that you can move on with your presentation even if there is no light. So your backup plan is one very important thing to avoid any kind of anxiety during presentation. And another important thing that causes anxiety is no enthusiasm for subject. Now, if you are not interested in your topic, if you are not passionate about it, if you don't feel any interest in it, and you are not close to that topic, you are not emotional about it, you will never be able to show your enthusiasm and your presentation will be affected. If you are given a topic that is totally not your interest, that is totally not your field, and you have to talk about it, if somebody does not like maths and they are asked to present about maths, there will be very few people who would take up the challenge. Most of them would have no enthusiasm, और वो substandard काम करके थोड़ा बहुत छोटी सी आम सी presentation दे देंगे. They won't work hard, and that also causes anxiety. that you will be worried about your presentation ke aapko kuch pata nahi hai because you were not interested in the subject, and you know at the back of your mind that your presentation planning is not up to the mark as the subject was not from your interest field. And then when you lack focus of attention, that is also a cause of anxiety. There can be many factors which make a presenter lack focus. Some of them can be physical environment. There can be some technical problem, as I just said, that there can be electricity failures. You might have a very bad headache right in the morning when you have to present something, or the weather is so hot or so cold that you simply cannot focus on your topic. So these physical indications are sometimes causes of anxiety as well. Now, the definitions of presentation, basically let's look at the presentation, how we define it. Something set forth to an audience for the attention of the mind. Presentation ka dictionary meaning hai something set forth to an audience for the attention of the mind, and then it is effective. Effective means producing a desired result. Whatever you want your audience to understand, it is done that way. It is effective. And presentation basically is to present something in front of an audience for their attention, for the attention of their mind. It can be a business sales report that could be presented to the staff of a company. It can be a proposal that would be presented to the boss so that they can approve or disapprove it for the future. It can simply be a final project presentation that a group of students are giving in front of a whole audience of their own class, their teachers, to let them know that this is how they have researched this project, and that it was a group activity, and the members of the group made this project. So this is the definition of a presentation. And effective presentations, what you have to do during effective presentations is that you have to control anxiety. Don't fight it. Let it come out. That's all right. That's quite normal, and you should learn ways to handle it. You don't have to just fight it. Audience centered honi chahiye aapki presentation. You just don't have to stand in front of the audience and talk and talk and talk. You have to involve the audience. You have to ask them questions. You have to give them activities that they do. You have to ask somebody to stand up and talk about what you were saying, so that they believe, they understand that you are quite interested in getting them involved. And then it accomplishes objectives. Effective presentation always achieves the objectives that it sets forth. For example, you in the beginning said that your presentation is going to talk about what the verb tense or subject verb agreement is, and in the end of your presentation your audience knows what subject verb agreement is, as you have accomplished your objectives. And then it should be fun for the audience. Boring, dull and monotonous presentations are never welcomed. People are sitting in the audience and they are sleeping, they are yawning, and they are playing with their cell phones, and they are talking to each other. They try to run away at the first opportunity that they get, और वो seminar hall या classroom से बाहर निकलने की कोशिश करते हैं. So the more it is fun for the audience, the more audience is involved, and in the end they'll be happy that they came over to attend your presentation. And it should be fun for yourself as well. You should also try to enjoy your presentation. It should be made in a way that when you are talking about it, you are happy, you are relaxed, you are interested in it, and you're passionate about that subject. It would be more fun for you when you have yourself done the work, you have researched the topic, you know your topic very well, you have command of the subject that is 100%, and then your presentation is very colorful. It brings in more pictures and very good activities for the audience, so it would be fun for you, and that would make your presentation very effective. Now, effective presentations are also conducted within the time frame. They never exceed the time. When you are asked to present for 1 hour, you have to keep it to 1 hour, because when you are presenting your topic or material on a PowerPoint slide, it's kind of it gets kind of a boring if it's so long कि वो पूरे घंटे के लिए PowerPoint presentation ही चल रही है. Try to make it a PowerPoint presentation for about half an hour, और उसके बाद half an hour में कोई activity करें, कोई discussion रखें. Keep your audience involved, उनको अपनी जगहों से उठाएं, उनको इधर उधर move करवाएं, groups में काम करवाएं, pairs में काम करवाएं, and then ask someone to come in front and talk about what you have been talking about. That would keep people moving. They'll be fresh and they'll be interested in your topic, and it is a good idea for to keep your presentation within the time frame. You might have seen presentations which are longer than the time frame. जो उनको time दिया जाता है उससे लंबी हो जाती हैं. People get bored because most of the time people just look at the invitation or anything and they see कि अगर presentation 20 minutes की है, they will definitely go and attend because it's very short. They can take out some time that is 20 or 25 minutes from their busy schedule and go and attend the presentation and see what the person is talking about. But if you move over to talking about an hour instead of 20 minutes, that person would be very annoyed or angry because they left work just for 20 minutes. अपने ऑफिस से उठ के आपकी presentation सुनने देखने के लिए आए हैं, तो आप उनका टाइम ज़ाया नहीं कराएं. So try to keep your presentations within the time frame, and as students the presentations you have to give or present for your topics will be very short. So keep your material in a way a very summarized form so that it can be finished in the time frame. Now we move over to talking about why we give presentations. What are the purposes of presenting something to the audience? There are three main purposes: to inform, to persuade, and to educate. The first purpose is to inform. Many presentations that you give are simply contain information and that you have to get across to your audience. It's basically about some work that is done in the department that you have to give a feedback report on. It's totally information. आपको अपनी ऑडियंस को बताना होता है कि आपका वो प्रोजेक्ट अब तक कहाँ पहुँचा है, आपने उस पर कितने बजट कितना आ चुका है, अभी उसमें कितने स्टेप्स बाकी हैं, how many people are involved and when you are expecting to finish that project. इसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंफॉर्मेशन इन्वॉल्व है. बिल्कुल इसी तरह आपकी जो क्लासरूम प्रेजेंटेशंस होती हैं, दे आर आल्सो इंफॉर्मेशन. द टीचर आस्क्स वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स टू कम अप एंड प्रेजेंट their own brief life history in front of the class. So that is information. That would be the name of the person, where they had their basic education from, and how they got to this university, and how is their stay going on here, and things like these. It will be pure information. It will be nothing to persuade. There will be nothing for the audience to think about, and audience को किसी किस्म का कोई response नहीं देना है because उनसे कुछ पूछा नहीं जा रहा, उनको सिर्फ information दी जा रही है. And then the second purpose for presentations is to persuade. The presentations that have to persuade are a little more technical because you have to bring in justifications to convince your audience about something. For example, a staff member gives a presentation to the whole staff and the boss about a proposal that they have chalked out, and they want the boss to approve that proposal. For example, you need some kind of technical equipment in the staff and it's been needed for a long time now, तो आपको एक मीटिंग में या उसमें छोटी सी प्रेजेंटेशन में आपको अपने बॉस और बाकी सब लोगों को कन्विंस करना होता है कि हमें इस इक्विपमेंट की क्यों ज़रूरत है, whether we need printers, whether we need computer systems, we need desktops and we need other internet connections or other equipment in the office, तो उसके लिए आप persuade करते हैं. या फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल आप कोई प्रोजेक्ट इनिशिएट करवाना चाहते हैं जो आप के ख़याल में बहुत ज़्यादा feasible होगा आपकी कंपनी के लिए, would be very beneficial. So you gather people of your staff or department, you call your boss up as well and tell them that you need to give a presentation to ask them about something. So आप वो प्रोजेक्ट का प्रपोजल उनके सामने रखते हैं कि ये प्रोजेक्ट इस वजह से हमारी कंपनी के लिए यूज़फुल होगा. सो आप उन्हें कन्विंस करने की कोशिश करते हैं. And then the last purpose for presentation is to educate. To educate is one very realistic purpose of a presentation. All presentations are to educate, whether it's the informing presentations or persuasion presentations, they are all educating something, but some presentations are purely to educate. Now these can be a guest speaker's talk on a spiritual topic, or a professor, a foreign professor has come up to visit a university and they are invited to talk about their experiences. So that is going to be education, because they will be educating people with their experience, with their life history, what they have learned with the passage of time and everything. So and your classroom presentations are also to educate, because you're given a topic to talk about in front of your class and your classmates learn from your presentation. Similarly, the teacher delivering a lecture in front of the class is also a kind of presentation that is to educate, because the teacher is giving you new information, new knowledge that you previously did not have. Now moving on to part 2, the planning of your presentation. Now before we move on to actual presentation, how it is made, you are supposed to know that you have to plan a presentation. Without planning, you simply cannot go and stand up in front of an audience and talk about what you want, what you have to talk about. बड़े बड़े प्रेजेंटर्स को अपनी प्रेजेंटेशंस के लिए कुछ थोड़ी बहुत तैयारी की ज़रूरत होती है. Even if you ask call up a chief guest to come and attend a function in your college or university, you have to let them know what the function is about, और उन्होंने अगर उस फंक्शन में एड्रेस करना है, कुछ बोलना है, तो you have to provide them with some notes ताकि वो उसकी थोड़ी बहुत पहले तैयारी कर लें. So it is always good to plan your presentation beforehand. Now about planning your presentation, number one important thing is determine your purpose. Why are you presenting? Whether it's to convince your boss, whether you have to give a piece of information to your staff, whether it is to give a bit of a very extempore presentation to your classmates, or you have to show your teacher that you deserve very good marks in your presentation skills. So these are different purposes of a presentation. Whether you want to educate, you inform, or you want to persuade, you have to determine before you actually start planning your presentation. And then number 2 is assess your audience. As we've been talking about earlier, all technical writing has 2 very important steps. That is to understand the purpose and then analyze your audience. Here again, you have to do the same thing. You have to see whether your audience is an educated cadre, or it's people at your own level. That is, if you are giving a presentation as a student and they are all of them are students sitting in front of you, and you have to see whether what kind of background do they need about your presentation. So अपनी audience को assess करना is one very important step. Success depends on your ability to reach your audience. Now this important step would help you get very close to your audience. Once you know who your audience is, what is the level, whether it's a mixed ability group, उसमें student, teachers और authorities किसी college, university या company की भी हैं, या वो सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स हैं या वो सिर्फ टीचर्स हैं, ये जानना बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। और इसलिए ज़रूरी है कि आपको ये देखना है कि आपने अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन को किस तरह से प्लान करना है। टू अंडरस्टैंड योर ऑडियंस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। देन द सेकेंड थिंग इज साइज। यू हैव टू सी हाउ many people are sitting in front of you. If there are 600 people, you have to be more or you have to be audible to them, more loud and more active. अपने इतने ज़्यादा लोगों को किसी एक्टिविटी में इन्वॉल्व करना एक अलग डिफरेंट किस्म का स्किल है। सो यू हैव टू सी के उनका साइज़ क्या है। एंड देन डेमोग्राफिक्स, you have to see what is the setting in which they are sitting, whether it's a huge seminar hall or it's an open air area जहाँ बाहर लोग बैठे हुए हैं, या कोई क्लासरूम है जिसमें बैठे हैं, या एक डिस्कशन रूम में बैठे हुए हैं, या सिंपली एक कार्पेटेड कमरे में 2-4 कुर्सियाँ लगा के आपको प्रेजेंटेशन देने के लिए कहा गया है। सो डेमोग्राफिक्स आर ऑल्सो वेरी important, and their knowledge level also is important, because you need to see how much they already know and how much you have to tell them. If you are simply repeating what they already know, they will have no interest whatsoever in your presentation. And then motivation, the level of motivation they have, how motivated they are that they are sitting there to listen to or look at your presentation. So you have to determine all these factors before you actually start off planning your presentation. Now, planning a presentation, उसमें तीसरी चीज़ आती है plan space, number of seats, seating arrangement, audio visual equipment and distractors. Now you have to go and visit the venue. You have to see how many number of seats are there, so how many people would be sitting, seating arrangement किस तरह से है, whether you are standing in front and all the people are sitting in front of you in an amphitheater kind, half circle की form में बैठे हैं, या आप यहाँ middle में खड़े हैं और आधे लोग इधर हैं आधे इधर हैं, you can move in the middle, और इट्स जस्ट लाइक अ क्लासरूम जिसमें 2-2 रोज हैं और 4 डिफरेंट रोज हैं, दो चेयर्स जुड़ी हुई हैं और बीच में आप उनके मूव कर सकते हैं। एंड देन यू ऑल्सो हैव टू सी द इक्विपमेंट, वेदर देयर इज़ अ कैमरा इंस्टॉल्ड, आपके पास वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग का इक्विपमेंट है या नहीं है, यू हैव मल्टीमीडिया प्रोजेक्टर और नॉट, और आपके पास लैपटॉप या कंप्यूटर वहाँ अवेलेबल है, जो मल्टीमीडिया की स्लाइड होती है, स्क्रीन होती है वाइट कलर की, वो वहाँ पर है या नहीं है, वो भी आपको चेक करना होता है अपना वेन्यू विजिट करने के बाद। And then you have to see the distractors. Sometimes the venues are as such that they have certain distractors that cannot be avoided. Now if a venue has a long glass windows on all sides where you are standing, so there will be a lot of light coming in, and you have to see कि आपकी slides उस light की वजह से dim ना हो जाए, वो सबको नजर आए. And then if the weather outside is windy or it's rainy, तो ऐसी glass windows जो हैं वो काफ़ी distraction create कर सकती हैं. They can create a lot of noise. And then you have to see whether the weather inside the venue is good or not. अगर बहुत गर्मी है और आप बाहर लोगों को बिठा के आप घंटे डेढ़ की टॉक करना शुरू कर दें, तो people would definitely be not interested. And then even if it's inside, it shouldn't be too cold and shouldn't be too warm, so that people are not distracted and they can totally focus on what you're talking about. And what is the day and the time? It can be any day, or whether it can be it is morning or evening, you have to see. If it's evening, you have to be very careful कि आपका time जो है वो appropriate हो, उसमें लोग late ना हो रहे हों, उनको जाने की जल्दी ना हो. And then in the morning you have to see whether people can arrive to look at your presentation in time or not. आप खुद 9 बजे का बता कर लोगों को 10 बजे खुद पहुंच रहे हों, या लोगों को 10 बजे का पता है and people are there at 9 and they're waiting for you, और या लोग लेट आ रहे हैं. सो यू हैव टू सी कि आपका डे और टाइम जो है वो प्रेजेंटेशन का क्या है. एंड मोर प्लानिंग इन्वॉल्व्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. You have to determine your main points. You need to give your main points in the beginning of the presentation and at the end. This is the best way to involve your audience. Right at the beginning, if you let them know that these are your objectives regarding your presentation, and this is what you want to achieve, and this is how your presentation is divided into parts, everybody would be interested कि ये तो बहुत छोटी सी presentation है, let's be focused and listen to what the person is saying. And then you have to bring in evidence of these points. You have to discuss things. जो भी आपका टॉपिक है उससे रिलेटेड एविडेंस आपके पास होनी चाहिए. आप कोई भी बात ऐसी ना करें जो कि हवा में तीर चलाने की तरह हो, जिसकी आपको खुद कोई कंफर्मेशन ना हो. एंड देन ट्रांजिशंस ऑल्सो यू हैव टू सी कि आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में ट्रांजिशंस प्रॉपरली हो रही हैं. आपकी पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन एंड्स एट वन पॉइंट एंड यू वेरी स्मूथली मूव ओवर टू एन एक्टिविटी. और आपकी इंस्ट्रक्शंस क्लियर हैं आपके ऑडियंस को या नहीं. वेदर योर ऑडियंस नोज that you have to finish when you finish your PowerPoint presentation, they have to move to another room for an activity, या उन्हें पहले चाय के लिए जाना है and then they have to come back and see कि क्या एक्टिविटी करनी है. और ये ट्रांजिशंस जो हैं ये आपको बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह से प्लान करनी पड़ेंगी. And then you prepare your outline as well. Right in the beginning, if you show your outline, तो audience को बहुत clearly पता होता है कि आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं और कितनी बड़ी, कितनी लंबी, कितनी ड्यूरेशन की आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन है. And similarly, the same outline can be shared as a summary, as a recap in the end as well. Now, you can organize your presentation in these patterns. They can be topical, chronological, problem solution, cause effect. You have to see कि आपका topic जो है वो इन चारों divisions में से किस में fit आता है. Whether it's a topical pattern कि आपका topic से शुरू हो के आपने उसी topic को elaborate करना है. Chronological है, whether you are talking about sequential events, जिसमें सबसे पहले होने वाली चीज़ का जिक्र आप पहले करेंगे, फिर उसके बाद दूसरी, फिर तीसरी. एंड देन वेदर इट्स अ प्रॉब्लम सोल्यूशन थिंग, आप अपने बॉस के सामने किसी प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन पेश कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन किस तरह ऑर्गेनाइज होगी. और इट इज़ अ कॉज इफेक्ट प्रॉब्लम, समथिंग वाज कॉज्ड और उसका इफेक्ट क्या हुआ, आप ये चीज़ डिस्कस करना चाह रहे हैं, तो आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन को कैसे लेआउट करना है, उसका उसे ऑर्गेनाइज कैसे करना है, ये आपको डिटरमिन जो है वो करना पड़ेगा. The presentation outline involves keyword reminders. Whenever you make a presentation outline, it basically contains keywords that remind you of points that you have to discuss. अब presentation outline कभी कभार आपके कार्ड के फॉर्म में बनी हुई आपके हाथ में होती है. Don't pick long pieces of paper in front of you और उनको हाथ में पकड़ के presentation देने के लिए मत खड़े हो. It really looks very clumsy and untidy. You need to have very decent colored cards. library cards मिलते हैं, उन पे lines होती हैं जिन पे आप अपने points jot down कर लें bulleted form में, अच्छी thick मोटी writing में, ताकि वो आपको उस वक्त नज़र आए, और वो 2-3 cards हाथ में उठाएं. It really looks very professional. You can always hold a pen in your hand and keep ticking off जो भी आप बात करें. And if you're standing on a dais, rostrum पर खड़े हैं, तो ये और भी ज़्यादा आसान हो जाता है आपके लिए. So always keep the keyword reminders in your mind. And then your conversational flow is important. You need to be talking to the audience rather than just pouring information in their minds. उनसे सवालों के जवाब पूछें, उनको इन्वॉल्व करें. एक conversational style होना चाहिए, कुछ आप बोले कुछ वो बोले, not just that you just keep on lecturing and you have no idea what the audience is doing. And then there should be flexibility in your outline. It always should have some spaces जहाँ आप कुछ और fit कर सकें. कभी ऐसा होता है during your presentation somebody stands up and starts discussing something, कोई comment देना शुरू कर देते हैं, आप उन्हें उस वक्त stop करके रोक भी नहीं सकते because the audience level is different. But you have to cater to that. You have to get that discussion, make it very short in the first hand. And if you cannot do that, your outline is supposed to be so flexible कि वो बीच में कहीं fit आ जाए. And then there should be more responsive to audience. You are supposed to be very responsive to audience. That's where the problem comes, because कभी कभार audience इतनी ज़्यादा involved होती है कि वो वहाँ उनकी साइड से बहुत discussion points आ रहे होते हैं, बहुत questions आ रहे होते हैं. That's where flexibility works. Your outline should be so flexible कि आप उन्हें उस वक्त बता दें that you will be given question answer session at the end. You can give your ideas then. And then part 3 of today's lecture is the presentation sequence. This is very important. First of all, you have to build rapport with your audience. Relation marked by harmony or affinity. Rapport का मतलब क्या होता है, इसका dictionary meaning है a relation marked by harmony or affinity. Affinity means a close friendly relationship. So it is supposed to be a very very harmonized whole that is sitting in the venue, in the classroom, in the seminar hall or in the conference room, जो आपस में एक दूसरे को समझते हैं. People have that level of understanding. जब आपने ऑडियंस की तरफ देखकर खड़े होना है, अपनी जगह पर जाना है, the audience understands that the person is about to talk, so they are supposed to keep quiet. And then audience members who trust you and feel that you care, you need to develop a good relationship with your audience. They should be able to trust you. They should know कि आप जो presentation देंगे, जो भी information आप देंगे, it is going to be very very communicative and very very effective, and they feel and care for you. So that is why I said, as a student, when you give presentations, you should have a very very close relationship with your classmates, so that during your presentation you get confidence from them. The way they look at you, the way they move their heads, that they are understanding what you're talking about, that gives a lot of confidence boost to the person who is standing in front and talking. And then start before you begin. Mingle, learn names. Before you actually begin your presentation, you can start having discussions with your audience. For example, it's a kind of a seminar and the guest speaker comes in, and before every arrangement is being made, उनका लैपटॉप सेट हो रहा है, उनकी presentation slides पे लगाई जा रही है, तो वो लोगों से बातें करना शुरू कर देते हैं. And that breaks the ice, that really brings the audience closer to them, and later on they really mingle and talk as if nothing formal is going on. So एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा friendly environment जो है वो create हो जाता है. Try to do that even before you begin your presentation. Try to get in contact with your audience. It's not a sin कि आप पहले उनसे कोई बात नहीं कर सकते. You can always go over and discuss. आपको कोई जानने वाला नज़र आ गया, go over and talk to them. उनसे बात करें, उनसे पूछें, where have you been, what's your name, when did we meet, and all that. Then opportunity to reinforce or correct audience assessment. And building rapport also includes having such confidence in your audience, and the same from the audience's side that you can reinforce, get the opportunity to reinforce and correct their response and assessment. And good first impression. Right in the beginning, before you actually begin, you need to give a good best impression, first impression on the audience. Right in the beginning, जब आप बहुत friendly होंगे और बहुत ही ज़्यादा informal से style में से बात कर रहे होंगे बिफोर यू स्टार्ट योर प्रेजेंटेशन, तो ये एक बहुत अच्छा इंप्रेशन पड़ता है ऑडियंस के ऊपर. ऑडियंस जो है वो खिंची सी डिस्टेंट सी नहीं रहती और वो बहुत इन्वॉल्व हो जाती है आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में. एंड पीपल लिसन टू people they like, and this is very important. You always listen to those people who you like. तो उनकी बात आप गौर से सुनते हैं हमेशा, इसलिए कोशिश करें कि आप एक अच्छा impression बना लें ऑडियंस की नज़र में, so that they listen to what they are saying. And now the opening or beginning of your presentation. Introduce yourself. Why should they listen? Tell them what you are doing here, why you are presenting this topic, what is it that motivated you to come here and talk to them. And then get attention, build more rapport, introduce topic. You can start off with a humorous joke. You can begin with some personal experience जो थोड़ा सा funny है, जो शुरू में ही लोगों को थोड़ा सा हंसाएगा, या किसी किस्म की ह्यूमरस कोटेशन आप अपनी पावरपॉइंट स्लाइड्स पे चला सकते हैं, और यू कैन शो अदर्स दैट यू care. And then it can be a short story, it can be a startling statistic, किसी किस्म का कोई ऐसा fact या figure जो बहुत ज़्यादा हैरान कुन हो उनके लिए, and make audience think about something. उनको कोई ऐसा question दें कि वो सोचें उसके बारे में और आपको उसका जवाब दें, ताकि शुरू में ही उनकी attention आप grab कर लें. और invite participation and keep on calling people from your audience to come in front and talk about what you are saying. Don't just stand in front of them and keep talking and talking, because this will totally bore them up. And then get audience response. This is very, very important. Invite participation is almost the same. If you see that audience wants to say something, you always stop in between and ask one or two people to say what they want, या अगर वो कुछ discuss करना चाहते हैं तो करें. Now, completing the opening. Moving over to the end of opening, you have to clearly define the topic. When you open, you have to talk to the audience बहुत informal manner में, और उनके साथ एक अच्छा एक relation बनाएं, एक humorous joke से शुरू करें, कोई short story से शुरू करें, और you begin. And then complete opening ख़त्म होने के बाद, you clearly define your topic, you let them know this is why you are here, this is the topic they are going to talk about, and you are also going to involve them. If informative, clear parameters for content within time. If your topic is informative, you're just imparting information, be within time, because जब आप information वाली presentations दे रहे होते हैं तो उसमें usually वो इतनी ज़्यादा interactive नहीं होती, आप audience की involvement नहीं ला सकते हैं. So उसमें आपको time frame में रहना होता है. आपको 1 घंटे के लिए कहा है, so आपने 1 घंटे में presentation हर हाल में ख़त्म करनी है. Make it even like earlier, 5 minutes earlier, so that जब तक question answers होंगे तो वो presentation का time ख़त्म हो जाएगा. And then if it is persuasive, what's the problem, why you want to persuade, who cares, and what's the solution, why you are trying to convince the audience or the boss, what the problem is, who cares about the problem, if the problem is solved, who will be getting benefit, and what is the solution. And then the overview. You have to give the overview of your opening, and this is like an overall objective review of your presentation कि आप बात क्या करेंगे अपनी presentation में. And then presenting main points. Number 3 part is the main point, transition, main point, transition, main point. Now you start off with presenting your main points, and you present first main point, and then you move over to a transition. There is a little bit of movement inside the hall. You go over to one person, talk to them, what they're thinking, what do they think about your main point. Similarly, another main point, ये छोटी छोटी transitions जो है वो आप in between डालते जाएंगे. Then another transition, and then the main point. Don't just move over to talking about all the whole presentation one by one. Presentation पे slides दिखाते जाएं, बोलते जाएं. 2-3 slides के बाद come over back to the audience, उनसे question पूछें, what do they think about what you just talked about, and this is how you keep the audience involvement, और वो जब तक आपकी presentation खत्म होगी वो बोर नहीं होते. And also give supporting evidence. Whatever you are talking about, always give some kind of evidence about it. If there is a statistic analysis, so uski evidence report दें. If you are talking about an informative topic, कुछ information दे रहे हैं तो उससे related कोई भी statistic evidence आपके पास है तो वो भी provide करें. Give examples. Examples are very important in a presentation. If you are talking about something persuasive, तो आप उसके बारे में कोई example दे सकते हैं that this particular project was taken up by another company or another person or another entity, और उनको क्या क्या फ़ायदा हुआ, so that people know कि ऐसा हो चुका है और आपके project ही approve होने में ज़्यादा chances हो जाते हैं. Feedback and questions from the audience. Now you have to be very careful that you have to keep some time for feedback and question answers at the end from the audience. हर presentation के end में question answer session ज़रूर होना चाहिए, because it's always that people want to say something about your presentation, even if it's just telling you कि आपकी presentation बहुत अच्छी थी. कोई comment देते हैं mostly people, it's not just questions. So ये ज़रूर होना चाहिए कि आपके प्रेजेंटेशन के एंड में क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन जो है वो हो. अटेंशन टू एंड फोकस ऑन ऑडियंस. Listening. Now listen to what the audience is saying. This is very important. That is why it is in a different color, and it is to highlight the importance. You have to pay attention to what the audience is saying. Don't just see कि वो थोड़ा सा शायद digress कर रहे हैं या बहुत लंबी बात कर रहे हैं तो आप उनको body language से ये बताने की कोशिश करें, please keep quiet, we are not listening. No, listen to them, focus on what they're saying. There can be some feedback point that can be very useful for you from the audience's side. And concluding your presentation, tell them what you told them. You have to recap, summarize what you have already told them. This is very important. In all the lectures that you have seen for this course, there have been an objective slide in the beginning and a recap slide at the end. So this is very important. Whenever you present, first you have to give your objectives, and in the end you have to revise those objectives. You have to tell them again in a very brief manner, this is what we talked about today, and now any questions. So this is how you can end your presentation. And the goal can be inform the audience that you are about to close. Your body language, the words that you utter, और आपकी presentation का sequence flow ऐसा होना चाहिए कि लोगों को पता चल जाए कि अब आप अपनी presentation ख़त्म करने जा रहे हैं. Summarize main points. This is important. This is one very important part of concluding your presentation. Something to remember or call to action. If you are trying to persuade your audience, तो ऐसी कोई बात एंड में कहें उनको कि आपने ये काम करना है इस प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद, so that they remember it. And answer questions. जो भी questions एंड में आ रहे हैं उनको आंसर करें. Part 4, effective presentation techniques. Presentation style में 3 चीज़ें आती हैं. Now we are talking about effective presentation techniques. This is one very important aspect जिसको लोग बहुत ज़्यादा ignore करते हैं. They just simply make a PowerPoint presentation, उसको slide पर flash करते हैं. They just start talking about it right from the word go until the end. कोई उसमें introduction नहीं होता, कोई बीच में transitions नहीं होते, कोई activities नहीं होती. The audience is not involved, and in the end there is no summary, no conclusion, and that's it. The presentation ends. So there are always 3 important elements that you have to be careful about. Vocal techniques, you have to see that the loudness is good, your pitch of your voice is good. अगर audience बहुत ज़्यादा है और आपके पास mic भी नहीं है, तो you have to speak in a way कि सबको सुनाई दे. And then the rate in which you speak, बहुत तेज़ी से बात नहीं करें कि आधी बात समझ में नहीं आए. Give pauses and bring in more variety in your language, so that all these elements are achieved. You have to be loud enough. Your pitch of your voice is supposed to be like, it has to have a particular amount of throw, so that people understand what you are saying. And the rate in which you speak, the speed of your talk is not supposed to be so fast that people don't really understand what you're talking about. And there should be certain amount of pauses that you give between your presentation, between your lines, so that people understand where you are going and what you're going to say now. Deviations from the norm for emphasis. It's not just always normal और हर चीज़ norm के accordingly मत करें. कभी कभार कुछ emphasis के लिए different करें. You can always move over to just one person in the audience और उनसे बात करें, बेशक बाकी सब नहीं सुन रहे. And then you can come back in front, pick up the mic and tell the other person what you talked about to that person. So कुछ थोड़ा बहुत normal से different करें ताकि आपकी presentation में variety आए. Presentation style में आपकी दूसरी चीज़ आती है body language. This is very important. You have to have a certain amount of eye contact. You need to have gestures. आपका posture ऐसा होना चाहिए कि बहुत ज़्यादा professional हो. And then use of space. Can everyone see you? You have to be very careful. कभी कभार एक सीधी line में आपकी audience बैठी होती है और आप सामने खड़े होते हैं. Most of the people are moving like this and they can't see you. So keep moving here and there so that everybody can see where you are. And then your movement is supposed to be very, very communicative, in the sense that everybody can look at you, they can listen to what you are saying. और बोलते बोलते आप audience के बीच में आए. Keep moving, और rostrum पर हर वक्त खड़े होकर मत बोलें, because that really makes a presentation very, very boring. And in the end, we'll discuss some common problems about the presentations. The verbal fillers, like these, like ये मत use करें, बहुत कोशिश करें कि कम हो. कभी कभार it's really necessary that you are stuck with a word, you are thinking about an example that you have to give, या कोई बात, कोई point आपके mind में आ नहीं रहा होता, आप सोच रहे होते हैं कि अब क्या कहें. So आप ये verbal fillers जो हैं ये use करते हैं. Then it's not a problem. But don't overdo them. Don't use them too much, because the more you hold a mic and say एंड like कुछ लोगों को आदत होती है they use the word like a lot. So ये जो आप verbal fillers बहुत ज़्यादा use करेंगे, that will create a lot of problem. And any unrelated word or phrase, don't go over to digression. Deviate मत करें अपने topic से, कोई भी unrelated बात चीज़ मत कहें. Swaying, rocking and pacing. Swaying का मतलब है आप एक जगह खड़े हुए हिल रहे हैं, हिल के बात करें. Students usually ऐसी presentation देते हैं, they are standing in one place and they are moving like this and presenting. So that's not a very good idea. That is totally unprofessional. Try to move, not move at all. Stay at one place. अगर आप ऐसा करते भी हैं तो अपनी आदत को बदलें. Rocking means आप अगर चेयर पर बैठे हैं तो आप चेयर को आगे पीछे कर रहे हैं या हिल रहे हैं, ये भी चीज़ मत करें. And pacing का मतलब है you just keep moving in front of the audience in a very fast pace. आप मूव करें लेकिन बहुत आहिस्ता, थोड़ा बहुत चल के आगे जाएं, देन यू कम बैक. कुछ बच्चे वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मूव करते रहते हैं, सामने पैरेलल में चलते रहते हैं, हॉरिजॉन्टल, उसमें वो चीज़ मत करें, बिकॉज दैट विल मेक योर ऑडियंस गो लाइक दिस. उनकी मूवमेंट जो है वो आंखों की इस तरह हो जाएगी और उनका ध्यान आपकी मूवमेंट की तरफ हो जाएगा इंस्टेड ऑफ व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, एंड दे विल लूज फोकस. देन हैंड्स इन पॉकेट्स, दिस इज़ वन वेरी वेरी बैड आइडिया. बहुत ही अनप्रोफेशनल लगता है, स्पेशली मेल प्रेजेंटर्स और मेल स्टूडेंट्स जब सामने आते हैं क्लास के, उनके पॉकेट में हाथ होते हैं और वो स्लाइड्स की तरफ देख के बोल रहे होते हैं. दिस इज़ टोटली कैजुअल, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी मत करें. ट्राई टू बी वेरी वेरी प्रोफेशनल. पुट योर हैंड्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, इस तरह कर लें, या उनको बस इस तरह रखें. अगर आप खड़े हैं तो सिंपली अपने हाथों को मूव करें जैसे आप बात कर रहे हैं, सो दैट मेक्स योर प्रेजेंटेशन मोर प्रोफेशनल रादर देन पुटिंग योर हैंड्स इन योर पॉकेट्स. एंड लिप स्मैकिंग, लिप स्मैकिंग का मतलब होता है बार बार लिप्स को इस तरह, ये इस मूवमेंट में करना. ये भी नहीं करना चाहिए, बिकॉज it shows nervousness, and don't show your nervousness. I told you right in the beginning that you need to handle your presentation in a way that you have to control your nervousness. It's very natural to be nervous, it's quite normal, but hide it. Try to fight it, try to cover it up. And fidgeting means you just pick up a piece of paper, और पेन उठा लेते हैं और उसके साथ खेल रहे हैं. अगर पेन इस तरह का है जो जिसको दबाने से उसकी जो पेन है वो बाहर आता है, तो आप उसके साथ खेल रहे हैं, वो चीज़ मत करें. इफ़ यू आर होल्डिंग अ माइक तो आप माइक के साथ कुछ कर रहे हैं, या आपने रिमोट उठाया हुआ है आपका उसका प्रोजेक्टर का, आप उसके साथ कुछ ना कुछ करें. चौक है हाथ में, मार्कर है, आप उसके साथ फिजिट कर रहे हैं. सो ये चीज़ें जो हैं इन्हें अवॉइड करें, बिकॉज दे रियली गिव योर प्रेजेंटेशन अ वेरी वेरी कैजुअल लुक. And failure to be audience centered. Never just stand in front of the audience and speak all the time. Always try to get the audience involved. अगर आप audience centered नहीं हो रहे हैं तो आपकी presentation will be a total failure. Audience 10, 15, 20 मिनट जितनी लंबी आपकी presentation है उसके बाद बोर होकर वहाँ से उठेंगे, and wherever they go they'll tell them कि आपकी presentation बहुत boring थी, हमें तो नींद आ रही थी, इस तरह की चीज़ें. And then presentation tips, smile. It is very important. Some people just go in front of an audience और वो एक बहुत ही बोरिंग सा फेस एक ही एक्सप्रेशन के साथ बना के बोलते जाते हैं रोबोट की तरह. Always smile, that would bring a lot of color and brightness to your presentation. Breathe, enjoy yourself. There is nothing that is going to kill you while presenting. सांस लें, घूमे फिरें, इधर उधर मूव करें, so that you have a lot of confidence. While your audience is doing an activity, that is the time when you can actually relax and breathe a little bit. अपनी presentation को दोबारा देख लें, किसी एक audience member के पास जाके उससे कोई बात करें ताकि आपका थोड़ा बहुत nervousness कम हो. Water, always keep water in front of you, with you, a bottle or a glass. Bottle में पानी पीना प्रोफेशनल प्रेजेंटेशन के दौरान is not a good idea. Always have a glass और उसमें से पानी पिए. प्रेजेंटेशन के दौरान वापस वॉशरूम पर जाकर पानी पीने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Everybody understands that you are in a pressure situation and you need some sustenance. एंड देन ऑलवेज हैव नोट्स. जैसे मैंने पहले बताया, देर आर कार्ड्स अवेलेबल इन ऑल स्टेशनरी शॉप्स एवरीवेयर. कार्ड्स ख़रीदें, उनके ऊपर प्रेजेंटेशन के पॉइंट्स जॉट डाउन करें एंड हैव दोज कार्ड्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. इट्स नॉट जस्ट पीसेस ऑफ पेपर. पीसेस ऑफ पेपर हाथ में उठाए हुए बहुत अनप्रोफेशनल लगते हैं, और अगर हैं भी तो बहुत छोटे पीसेस में करें, उनको कार्ड्स के ऊपर पेस्ट कर लें सो दैट यू हैव दैट हार्ड कार्ड इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू इन योर हैंड, और वो बहुत प्रोफेशनल लगता है. बहुत ब्राइट कलर का नहीं होना चाहिए, बहुत सोबर लाइट कलर. And finish on or under time. Always finish either on time or before time. कभी भी प्रेजेंटेशन को लेट मत करें. फिर अपना क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन इतना टाइम देकर शुरू करें कि आपका 10-15 मिनट्स का क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन है तो आपका प्रेजेंटेशन का टाइम उसमें कंप्लीट हो जाए. नेवर टेक एक्स्ट्रा टाइम, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंटेशन में जब आप बहुत ज़्यादा बोल रहे होते हैं, पीपल आर गेटिंग बोर्ड, और अगर आप लेट करेंगे तो इट विल बी अ बैड आइडिया. Now, creating effective visual aids, this is one very important aspect. I told you that we will discuss this in the beginning. Why do we need visual aids? We have to have visual aids in your presentation because उसमें color आता है visual aids के through. Your visual aids help you bring in statistical data. आप कोई picture दिखाना चाहते हैं, कोई video दिखाना चाहते हैं, that can be added to your presentation, and that will bring more life and more brightness to your presentation. Visual aids enhance understanding. If you are talking about the overall sales development of a company, तो आपको definitely charts, figures और कोई data provide करना है. वो चार्ट्स की फॉर्म में हो सकता है, वो हैंड आउट की फॉर्म में हो सकता है, जो आप ऑडियंस को दे दें और वो खुद उसको देख लें. दे एनहांस अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड देन दे ऐड वैरायटी. इट्स नॉट जस्ट अ पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन फ्लैशिंग वन आफ्टर दी अदर और आप बोरिंग सी बातें नहीं कर रहे हैं. उसमें वैरायटी आ जाती है. आप जब एक प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद एक फ्लो चार्ट दिखाते हैं या एक पिक्चर दिखाते हैं या एक वीडियो दिखाते हैं तो वो वैरायटी लाता है और लोगों का इंटरेस्ट जो है वो इन्हांस होता है. एंड देन इट सपोर्ट क्लेम्स. जो भी आप whatever claims you are giving in your presentation, your visual aids support that claim. They are the evidence of your telling the truth, जो आप सही बात कर रहे हैं. And then lasting impact. Your visual aids always have a lasting impact on your audience. Your audience remembers the pictures you showed, the video you showed. वो याद रहता है लोगों को. And then used poorly, a distraction, ineffective presentation. It's very important that you use your visual aids effectively. अगर आपने उन्हें सही तरह से use नहीं किया, there will be a total distraction and your presentation will be a failure. So it's not just about putting in a lot of pictures and videos and charts and graphs. It's about seeing whether they are required or not. उनकी ज़रूरत है या नहीं है. So don't overdo it. Always pick one or two important visual aids जो आपको लगता है कि आपकी presentation को enhance करेंगी. Visual aids की examples हो सकती हैं PowerPoint slides. There are many different styles and animations that you can put in, but try to not to overdo that. उससे भी बहुत ज़्यादा control में रखें. Then your overhead transparencies, जो slides बनती हैं transparent slides के ऊपर लिख के आप उन्हें show करते हैं, that is also one variety. Then you can show graphs and charts. They can be pictures. You can show films and videos. And you can have flip charts. Flip charts are also one very interactive way of keeping people involved. It's not just you who can write on flip charts. आप लोगों को involve कर सकते हैं, उन्हें group discussion में डाल के आप उनको flip chart दें, उन्हें कहें कि आप इस पे points लिखें, and then bring the flip chart in front of the class और उसको present करें. So and then you can also use sketches. There can be sketches you can just make on the board and ask the people to answer questions about them. These are the examples of visual aids, and visual aids should supplement presentation. Your presentations should be supplemented by your visual aids. They should be a very very important part of your presentation. वो अलग से कुछ नहीं होनी चाहिए. They should be quite related to what you already are talking about, and visual aids should outline your main points. उसमें विजुअल एड्स इस तरह से इन्हांसिंग इम्पैक्ट होना चाहिए उनका कि वो आपके मेन पॉइंट्स की आउटलाइन जो है वो दे दे. देन इट शुड सर्व ऑडियंसेस नीड्स नॉट स्पीकर्स. आपको विजुअल एड्स इस तरह यूज़ करनी चाहिए कि वो आपकी ऑडियंस को हेल्प करें, आपको नहीं. आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन, यू नो व्हाट इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट. योर प्रेजेंटेशन शुड हैव विजुअल एड्स इन अ वे दैट द ऑडियंसेस इन्वॉल्वमेंट, ऑडियंसेस अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज एनहांस्ड रादर देन योर ओन. एंड देन दे शुड बी सिंपल एंड क्लियर. कभी भी ऐसे ग्राफिक्स, ऐसी चीज़ें अपनी प्रेजेंटेशंस में मत डालें जो ना आपको समझ में आ रहे हों और ना दूसरे को. बी वेरी सिंपल, बी वेरी वेरी क्लियर. Now, the purpose of using visual aids is that they support your ideas and improve audience comprehension of your presentation. We went through it before. Visual aids add variety to your presentation by giving the audience a break from listening and letting them see something. आप बोलते जा रहे हैं, people are just listening. Now, visual aids, what they do is that they give a variety to the audience to look at something and think about it. Visual aids help illustrate complex ideas or concepts and are helpful in reinforcing your ideas. Now, when there is a complex idea that you believe that you cannot make your audience understand just by talking, you can bring in a visual aid. किसी कोई किस्म की कोई picture, a case study, any handout or any video clip or any other thing that would help the audience understand that difficult concept. Now, visual aids improve comprehension, they add variety and they illustrate complex ideas. This was the summary of our previous slide. They improve comprehension. This is the previous slide. They improve comprehension, they add variety and they illustrate complex ideas. Now, regarding your PowerPoint presentations, your titles should be 38 to 44 points. 44 is sometimes very big. You have to see कि आपका बाकी जो कंटेंट है वो किस साइज में है. 38 से 44 पॉइंट का टाइटल आपका होना चाहिए. 44 से ज़्यादा टाइटल को मत रखें बिकॉज इट विल बी वेरी वेरी ऑकवर्ड. द वन प्रेजेंटेशन दैट यू आर लुकिंग एट, इसमें 40 पॉइंट आपका ये जो टाइटल है ये है एंड यू कैन सी इट वेरी वेरी क्लियरली. इट्स क्वाइट विजिबल. So your font size for the title is 38 to 44. Text should be 28 point font size. This is a very very clear font size. 28 से 30 करना चाहते हैं, that's all right, but more than 30 would not be a very good ratio with the title font. And then use color wisely. There should be contrasting colors. Sometimes what students do is you सिर्फ color डालने के उसमें वो background का color dark कर देते हैं और text का color बहुत light कर देते हैं. So it's very difficult to read that text. Try to keep your slides as simple as possible because there are many different styles in PowerPoint 2007 and other versions of PowerPoint. उसमें आप कोई भी different style select करें और simply keep uniform background of your slides. टाइटल के अलावा टेक्स्ट का कलर और साइज जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा विजिबल होना चाहिए. Now, here we are at the end of our lecture and we see that we talked about presentation skills in a lot of detail. Presentation skills basically are very very important at this stage because getting into university education you need to present topics that are of common interest of your classmates. While presenting you have to be very careful about selecting your topic, and then first of all the most important thing is analyzing your audience and the purpose of your presentation. If you know why you are presenting and who you are presenting to and you have analyzed it to completely, you will be a very good presenter. Then you have to move on to planning your presentation. Regarding planning, you have to see look at the venue, what the seating arrangement is, what is your topic, why you are presenting, what is the motivation behind your standing in front of the whole audience and talking about what your topic is. And then there are different stages of a presentation. You open your presentation by quickly reviewing what you are going to talk about. You give main objectives of your presentation. You draw an outline and After that you move over to main points और उसके बीच में transitions लाते हैं, then main point, then transition. You need to know how to organize your presentation as well, and that is very important because presenting is a skill and you need to plan your presentation in a way कि पहले से उसकी organization हुई हुई हो, and then you should have a backup plan also. You should know कि technology कहीं भी fail हो सकती है, आप लाइट बंद हो सकती है, आपका ओवरहेड प्रोजेक्टर नहीं चल सकता और आपका लैपटॉप ख़राब हो सकता है. सो ऑलवेज हैव अ बैकअप प्लान. देन वी ऑल्सो डिस्कस्ड सम इम्पॉर्टेंट टेक्निक्स ऑफ presentation skills. We talked about how to make PowerPoint presentations, how to get rid of the fears that you have, how to present yourself, how to dress well, and how to carry yourself in front of the audience. You have to move between them, go and talk to them, involve them in your discussion, and make your presentation as much audience centered as possible. And this was all about presentation skills. I hope this lesson helped you, this lecture helped you in analyzing your own presentation skills, and if you apply all this knowledge to your presentations in the future, you will definitely learn to become a very good presenter with the passage of time. This is at the end of lecture number 31. We'll see you for the next lecture. Thank you very much.